What's up, y'all? My name is Julian. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm a second-year medical student. Well, I guess rising third year at this point. And right now, I'm studying for step 1. I took a little break to come get a smoothie. I went to try a chocolate smoothie for the first time. But basically, this video will be like a very unedited version of me just talking about my experience studying for step 1. And honestly, I usually like to edit my videos and like make them look nice and aesthetically pleasing and all that. But honestly, I really don't have time for that right now. I'm just gonna be very honest. I don't have time because I have to go home. I'm on my little 30-minute break. When I get home, I have to go back to doing what I was doing. So, yeah, this will be like a very unfiltered explanation of my feelings, how I feel, how I'm doing, and all of that. So you'll basically hear just my thoughts coming out of my head. Long story short, honestly, like, this process has taught me a lot about myself. I've learned a lot. I've struggled. I've been fighting for my life at certain points. I feel like somewhat thriving at certain points. But yeah, studying for step 1 is like, this is an experience like never before, honestly, in horrible ways, but also in good ways. I like to keep things positive on my page as well. So like, a lot of the time you'll see me kind of like look on the bright side of things, but sometimes, just being honest, sometimes looking on the bright side of things just isn't, I don't want to say it isn't possible, but it's just not what happens. Okay, it's just, you know, with life in general, it's not even just medical school, just like life in general. Sometimes it's just really hard to look at the positive side of things. But you know, basically my schedule has been studying from like the moment I wake up until the moment I go to sleep. And you know, when I was making my schedule and I was talking to the counselor, she made it kind of seem like, and I'm not blaming this on her, like I'm not speaking, because I love her, I'm not speaking negatively about her at all, but it's like, when I looked at the schedule, it kind of seemed as if I would have breaks, like, and I would be able to finish maybe like around like 7, 8 o'clock at night. No, that's not the case. I think maybe that was intended for people who were prepared beforehand to take step 1, or who are like better prepared than me, who have gotten like better scores on tests, and who just like have a, you know, a wider array of knowledge than me, which I mean is common, because you know, I'm not, you know, I don't like to speak negatively about myself, but you know, I wouldn't call myself the smartest person. I'm a very hardworking person, but I wouldn't call myself like the smartest person in my class. So, you know, take with that what you will. But yeah, I've been studying basically from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, and it's really hard to just like have the stamina to do that. I don't know where I'm getting it from. Sometimes I do take naps. My test is next week, so I can't take any more naps. I might take a 2-hour nap on Saturday, because Saturday is usually my day off. It's been my day off for the past like month and some change or whatever that I've been studying. But I don't think that I can afford to take a whole day off at this point in the game. So like, I'm gonna just take my little, like, my break day is gonna be a 2-hour nap on Saturday. So that'll be my break. Which, hey, a nap is a nap. I'm not mad at it. But I think that studying for step 1 definitely takes a lot of like resilience, number 1. And I think you really have to have the ability to look on the brighter side of things, like I spoke about earlier, because honestly, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, there's nothing positive about this experience. And I say that in the most positive way. But no, I mean, honestly, like, I've talked to my mom about this, I've talked to my friends about this, and a lot, like, there just really is no positive like aspect about this experience aside from like being able to learn, which I do love learning, but not at this capacity. Not learning the entire day and not being able to do anything besides study and take practice tests and see my scores fluctuate and get like a 30% on UWorld questions is something I thought that I knew that I didn't. But yeah, it's like, it's really hard, and I like honestly cannot wait to be over this period of my life. I'm starting clinicals in like a little over a month, which is like, well, like a month and some change, which is like crazy, because like, who am I to be taking care of patients? I'm gonna pray for them, but no, I'm joking, but you know, like, I'm excited about starting clinicals. I definitely have been doing better like the past couple of days, because I finally did good on one of my practice tests. Because, okay, so I took a practice test like 2 weeks ago, and well, I'm not gonna say my score. I usually am okay with sharing my scores, but I don't feel the need to share my score on here. But basically, the score was like okay for making progress or whatever. It wasn't what I wanted, but it was okay. But then when I took it the week after that, it had went down 4 points after a whole week of studying. So I was like, whoa, what's happening? So yeah, I kind of went into panic mode a little bit, but again, like I said, a lot of like studying for STEP is like being positive, not panicking, knowing that everything will be okay. For me, staying faithful in God and what He will do for me and what He has done for me, and what He'll continue to do for me. So yeah, like it's just like I ended up calming myself down. I ended up changing my study habits, and like honestly, I realized I was not doing enough content review, which I should have been doing this whole time. I was focusing mainly on like the practice questions, which is technically content review, but a person like me who really like had many gaps in like his knowledge over the past 2 years, I think starting off with like a lot of content review from the start and doing that every day was like important for me, and that was something that I missed. And like honestly, like if you're watching this and you're somebody who like hasn't always gotten the highest scores on tests and like hasn't always done good, have like barely passed some courses, please focus a lot on content review. Focus on the questions as well. Don't forget about the questions, but you need to just find time to incorporate both like from the beginning, because that'll definitely help you in the future. But yeah, it went down 4 points. But then last week, like from the like it going down 4 points, that score, the test I took last week, it went up by like 12 points. So I'm like I was right under passing, which was like very nice, and it made me so happy. And it's like it's changed my whole perspective on this process, and like I feel a lot better. I feel like I am more prepared, like not just like looking at the score, because I feel like scores sometimes like they can over or underestimate what you will actually get. But I really do feel like the studying that I did like really helped me like fortify some knowledge, like in like some gaps in my knowledge, like many of gaps in my knowledge. And it's like stuff that I should have known, and stuff that's like can be applied to like so many different questions. So like, you know, like topics that like are overarching a lot of different, you know, subtopics that would like give me the best chance of getting like the most amount of like questions correct. So I feel like doing the content review has really helped me, and I'm gonna like continue to do that. And I'm just like, I'm praying every day that God gives me the strength to like work at a faster pace. And like honestly, like today I moved really quick. I got done with like all my Anki, review Anki, my first set of practice questions, my first set of review, and like reviewing those Anki cards. I got through that in like 5 hours, so that was like nice. So I'm about to go home and like study. And then like the eclipse, okay, this is random, but like the eclipse is today. So some of y'all probably don't care, but I care because it's just like cool. Like I don't know. So it's supposed to like be like at its peak in Maryland at 3:21. So I'm gonna go watch that. But yeah, I'm gonna go home and study. I was gonna stay at Starbucks, but I really don't want to go back now that I'm already in my car and came to Trackable Smoothie. So yeah, this is all to say, y'all, just keep faith in God and the process, and stay positive. And if things aren't working out, then don't get so sunken into like the negatives that you forget that you have a lot more control than you think you have, and that you can just change up what you're doing to try to get things right the next time around. So yeah, like I'm trying to like post more on this page because I haven't posted in like a very long time. Honestly, my next couple of videos are probably going to be very unedited, like me just talking like this with no edits. I'm really going to like upload this, no edits, and just upload it. I don't have time to edit. You know, it is what it is. That's just where I'm at in life right now, and that's okay. But you know, I still do want to like spread my message, and like this is something that I've always enjoyed, just like speaking to people about my experience and like sharing knowledge and sharing advice and tips. And like this is just making me happy right now, talking to y'all and just sharing, you know, part of my life, and you know, maybe some things that can help y'all in the future, not have to go through what I've gone through, or not tear up your confidence from when you start step studying, because it's just like a process that, you know, it's, you know, it has its ups and downs, but you know, everybody will get over it if they just put in the work, and you know, really has the dedication and resilience and the positive mindset to keep moving forward. But yeah, my page is all about like my medical school journey. I do definitely want to like show like other parts of my life too. Like I think in the future I'm not gonna really like focus like solely on medical school. Like obviously most of my life right now is medical school, so like most of my videos will be about that, but I definitely want to like share like other aspects of my life and just like videos in general. Like I don't want to like focus so much on like medical school that I forget like who I am. So y'all just stay tuned. Honestly, I'm a very random person, so like whatever comes to mind is what I post. I don't even know what's gonna come to mind. My mind don't know what's gonna come to mind. It just is what it is. So thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Please wish me luck. Please pray for me. If you're a religious person, I really appreciate it. I need all the prayers that I can get. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to taking a step next week and being done and just like having a little break to just like decompress, sleep, just live life a little bit before I start clinicals. But yeah, I'll be posting maybe like next week after step, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.